Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It's your host, me. Some of you may be thinking you're a little early today, Green Means Go. 7:46 start time. That's unlike you. You're right. My daughter's first soccer game is today. It's at 9 o'clock. And then she's got a birthday party at Urban Air. So it's going to be a wild day. And if you think for a second that I'm going to sit around and watch somebody's stuff, watch the phones at Urban Air and not get up there and start bouncing, you don't know me. I'll be bouncing. I'll be ziplining. I'll be tricking, flipping, and doing all the things. So, if you got any tips for me at Urban Air, let me know. That's just how it is today. Yesterday, guys, I've kind of lost the sauce a little bit. I'm not getting lost in the sauce. I have just completely lost the sauce. Not a good day. Yelich, Schwarber, Simeon. I like Simeon's call. I felt good about the Simeon call. Sosa and Perez. Nothing else can I even remotely toot my horn about. No toots today. We will not be tooting at all. Quick announcement, guys, it's the last day. You can see right here, deadline, it's the 16th. If you want to be in the Fantasy Football League, and I think there's a misconception. People are saying, well, how much does it cost? People will get into the Discord and say, how much does it cost? Guys, getting into the Discord, paying $10 a month is your entry fee. I'm giving out $100 in prizes because you're going to be paying $10 a month. All right. We also talk everything else in there. Now, unless we get 10 more people after next week, we're gonna shut the signups off today. That doesn't mean you can't join the Patreon. Doesn't mean you can't be in other contests. But I need to hammer out these draft details, get that set up, so that way we can be on our way there. So just if it's interesting to you, go for it. Here's the slate today. We got the game in Chicago first. Nick Gonzalez, a little bit of a bizarre call for me. Not a guy I typically go to, but he looks like he should match up well against Imanaga. And you'll notice that against Imanaga, the Pirates are green, which may be a little bit bold from me, but Imanaga has not been sharp, and on paper, it looks like the Pirates could get after him. Michael Bush at 390 and Pete Crow Armstrong at 360. I recognize that Pete Crow Armstrong has been ice cold. I recognize that a lot of you are going to probably say, hey, why are you playing Pete Crow Armstrong? He's 3 for 40 his last at-bats. That's very fair. But if I'm going to pull a guy out of a slump, let's let it be Pete Crow Armstrong, and let's let it be Saturday, August 16th. Game in Toronto, Jake Berger, Marcus Semien again. I don't always like to go back-to-back, but again, I have to look at these in a vacuum. Semien still looks good today, so we'll go with him. Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. are my leans. I think it's a good spot. Optimistic, it's green today. Game in Washington, Kyle Schwarber. Why? Guys, I don't know. It's annoying. It's frustrating to me as much as it is to you, looking at these pieces of data and being like, well, it's Schwarber again and nobody else. So, I don't know. I think the price is fine, $225 on Canby. Riley Adams, there you go. We'll make up for it. We'll give you a new name. Riley Adams on ESPN is 7-1. And it looks like he matches up very well against Taiwan Walker today. James Wood at 380. Game in Boston, a little concerned. The wind is blowing to left. I would target right-handed batters, but I'm not very optimistic. Alex Bregman at 450 and Carlos Narvaez at 680. Narvaez at 680 is a good price if you want to just play prices. Game in New York, I'm optimistic for. I'm giving it a green rating. I think everything is optimistically yellow. It's almost green. Julio Rodriguez, Eugenio Suarez, Juan Soto, Brandon Nimmo, but also Jeff McNeil. Looks like he lines up well. So I think that's a spot where you could do some extra looking. Game in Cincinnati, Wilson Contreras, that's William. Shame on me. Just utterly shame on me. William Contreras, 4-1. Christian Yelich, 320. And then Tyler Stevenson, 525 maybe. Quinn Priester is sneakily good, and the Reds are sneakily bad at hitting home runs. Very streaky, and they haven't been streaking. So I'm staying away from Reds bats, even though the weather in the park, of course, looks good. Game in Cleveland also looks good. Optimistic for this. Drake Baldwin, Michael Harris, Marcelo Zuna, Matt Olson, Jerickson Profar, all look playable today. So I'm going to give you the official lean of Baldwin and Harris, but I'm going to tell you that I am thinking Atlanta has a good day. Jose Ramirez and Angel Martinez for your Cleveland Guardians. Game in Houston, I do not like anybody for Baltimore against Jason Alexander today. Not saying they won't hit home runs, just saying I don't like the matchup. Jeremy Pena, Carlos Correa on the other side of the ball. Game in Kansas City, not a park I typically like, but I hit 2 from there yesterday. It was my bet. But basically half the plays I hit yesterday were from that game. Wind is blowing out today. Conditions look good. If you have to play any game in Kansas City ever, I think today's the day to do it. Luis Robert, Lennon Sosa, Bobby Witt, Salvador Perez. Kansas City just doesn't have batters. I get that every day we see those two names. Kansas City just doesn't, like, if I'm not taking lefties, which with the way the wind's blowing and against pitching matchup, Witt and Perez look the best. If I'm taking lefties, it's Yaz and it's Pascantino. And like those are the 4 guys that hit home runs on this team. Like maybe you'll see me sprinkle a Miguel Garcia every once in a while, but Jonathan India is dead to me. What has Jonathan India done worthwhile this year, homer-wise? I had a dream about him. He's done nothing. So, I'm sorry. Again, I apologize about the repetitiveness of this team. Game in Minnesota. I like Minnesota's money line here. We'll just start with that. I think it's about a pick 'em. I think it's about a -110, both sides of the ball. But I think Minnesota looks like they have an advantage with the bats today. Kerry Carpenter, Spencer Torkelson, Matt Wallner, and Cody Clemens are all my leans, but I feel like I would skip the home runs, and I would just play Minnesota money line if you wanted to have action on this game in any way, shape, or form. Last 5 games of the night, we got the game in St. Louis. I think St. Louis could get hits against Max Fried. I just don't see a ton of homers. So while you may look at this and you may say, oh, he's got to like Yankees money line here. Not necessarily. I can see where you could draw that conclusion based on some of the other patterns that I've had in the past, but St. Louis could get after Max Fried. I just don't think Max Fried's going to allow home runs. So I can't pick anybody from them. Judge and Stanton, with the ways wind is blowing, I would take right-handed batters. Trent Gresham doesn't look bad for a lefty, but I'm not going to take him to hit into that wind. Game in Colorado. Pretty low scoring, pretty disappointing yesterday. Perdomo and Marte are my leans for the Diamondbacks. Goodman and Bernabel. I may need to get off the Bernabel train. That thing has left the station, and I forgot a ticket. We missed him, and I feel like I'm chasing a little bit. So, but 8-1 is tempting. Game in San Francisco, fine. Rafael Devers. I'll do it. I'll bite. I don't like the game. I don't like the matchup. I don't like the pitching. I don't like anything about it. But I didn't want to leave it blank. Rafael Devers, 380. I'm not playing it. Just know I'm not playing it. But it's on there. Game in LA, a lot of pitching talent coming out today. Dylan Cease and Blake Snell. Do we trust Blake Snell? Now, his first start back, he gave up maybe 3 bombs. Like the first 3 pitches, not really, but he looked bad against Tampa Bay. And then he started a game since then and looked stellar. I'm going to lean stellar today, and I'm going to say that he comes out and deals, and San Diego struggles to hit homers off of him. Maybe Manny Machado, but you didn't hear it from me. Unless he hits, then you definitely heard it here on the Green Beans Go channel. For LA, Michael Conforto, Shohei Ohtani, but against Dylan Cease, I'm still a little iffy. So while the conditions look good, pitching makes me a little nervous. All right, last game of the night, game in Sacramento, Oakland A's, LA Angels. This is your spot. Another one, another good spot. I think anybody for Oakland. If you remember yesterday, I talked about Arizona looking good on Ballpark Pal. Let me just show you. I'll show you Oakland. I'm not scared. Okay, so this is their opponent. Right, this is Oakland's pitcher against LA's bats. So pretty decent, truly. But if you look at Tyler Alexander, boom, anybody's in play. Langoliers, Kurtz, Rooker, Soderstrom, Colby Thomas. I don't even know who this is. He's in play. Willie McIver. Who? He's in play. Luis Arias. Why not? Max Schumann. Anybody's in play today. Any of these guys. The worst guy, Max Schumann, looks about as good as what's the team that I had read today? Right? Like Tampa looks horrible. Like Willie McIver, the worst guy, or Max Schumann, the worst guy on the Oakland A's, looks better than the best guy on Tampa Bay, which is Junior Caminero, 0.07, 0.68 with a C. I clicked on that, didn't I? Yeah, I clicked on C, didn't I? Yeah, you think you're slick, bud. Okay, I guess they're the same, 0.7, 0.68, 0.5. Point is, anybody's in play for Oakland. Does that mean I like the money line? Maybe, but I think I lean more over here. Moncada and Shonwell. I just don't know what the pitcher for the Oakland A's is capable of. A little bit unproven. So if I'm cooking up a round robin, you guys want official plays, I get it. You guys want to know what I'm taking, I get it. I don't know why, because I'm horrible. But I'll tell you. I'll go through and I'll just tell you what makes my tummy tingle. Shonwell at 9-1 in this park against a right-hander feels a little good. Bernabel, I'm chasing. Stanton at 4-1, pretty good. Probably skip these 2 games. Pena, I got a feeling about Pena today. Looks pretty good. There's a chance I get to Michael Harris today. Somebody from this team, yeah. Contreras, didn't mind him today. Looks pretty good. Maybe skip this game. Bo Bichette looks pretty good. And I'll probably skip this game. So I'm cooking up an official play today. I think we're going to go round robin. I'm going to write this down. Okay. We're not tracking it, guys. Have we tracked in the last 3 weeks? No, because it's not an official play. It's an official lean play. It's in a Bo Bichette. Why don't I just do this? We'll put a little soccer person. I need to just end the video. Bo Bichette. I said nobody else. One of these 2 guys, Baldwin or Harris, probably Baldwin. Contreras. I can't believe you guys are still watching this. Jeremy Pena. Shonwell. Bernabel. Stanton. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Little round robin action. For cents, for nickels on the dollar. I'm done. I'm going to leave and get ready for this soccer game in urban air. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.